You're watching sports this morning. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. The 2016 Rio Olympics has come. We're waiting to see what Brazil will give us. When we start seeing those fireworks, then we will know that we are ready for action. But for Team Nigeria, what a story. Cecilia called them the survivors. Yes, that's what they are. They eventually made it to Manaus. Coach Samson Siasia and his team, they fouled out to take on Japan. Tayo Cecilia, I still say it, I'm proudly Nigerian. I was watching that game.
Yes.
And yes, it wasn't the sort of performance that we're expecting from the team. A win is a win.
Did you just say sort of performance? I was impressed. I was amazed at the way they played because the Japanese were very fast. I was like, what did they eat? Okay, we understand that's who they are. But I think the only thing we couldn't do was slow down the pace. I mean, we tried to actually match them. You know, at the end of the day, you know, they were like, the ball was just going up and on. There was no midfield anyway. But then the goals were coming, and I was happy. When you're watching a game that late and there are no goals, you want to go to sleep. The game against Brazil and South Africa that we felt is going to light up the whole event. I mean, ended goalless and everything.
Yeah,
but coming to Nigeria midnight, I mean, 2 a.m., I mean, witnessing 9-goal thriller, that's huge.
Awesome. Good result for Nigeria. I mean, there's no better way to start a competition, a tournament, a round-robin tournament other than winning, and that's what we got from Nigeria early this morning.
Win.
Sadiq Umar actually, you know, opened the floodgates for Nigeria. Very early goal in that one. It was around 7 minutes. That's when it scored. Then Ogenekaru Etebo just took over. What a player he is! I mean, he is such a powerful player. I mean, he looks unstoppable. When he gets in full flow, it's hard to stop him. And that's why the Japanese didn't know what actually hit them at all. 5 goals they conceded. They scored their own 4 goals as well, so they played their part in this very exciting game.
Maybe you know, the Japanese acted as if they were the ones who had that delays and, you know, coming in late and they were not excited because I mean, maybe they were surprised by the energy the Nigerians had because they felt, okay, these guys have been out there, you know, stranded, it's on the 29th and everything. They would just come here and be a little bit, you know, fagged out and all. But they were the ones who seemed like they were amazed by what they actually saw on the night.
That's right. You know, these guys are professionals. We keep talking about it. They're like soldiers. They wake up, get up, get it done, and they go out there to get it done. You could tell that they were driving with a little bit of the handbrake on, you know, so you could tell that a little bit of fatigue is there. Psychologically, they were not, you know, 100% there. So that's why nobody should blame this team. Well, they eventually went on to win. So it's a good one. Midfield, for me, John Mikel Obi was a leader, did his job very well. Azubike Ikechukwu also did his job so well. The defense line, you see, that's what it takes to get ready on time. If they had been Manaus and they started playing, you know, the defense will need a lot of work to do, particularly if we play that Sweden or Colombia. That we'll be needing victories now after playing a draw.
Exactly. Playing, I believe playing Japan was a bit of a soft landing for Nigeria right there because the Japanese are the weakest in the group. So they're going to play stiffer opposition later on now. That's talking about Colombia and Sweden. So hopefully they can, you know, do a good game in those ones and, you know, get a win and probably qualify from that group. But by virtue of what has happened between Sweden and Colombia, Nigeria led the group.
That's right.
3 points already in the
And we love it. For Japan, the coach might just beat himself a little for keeping Asano on the bench. He came in and then made a little bit of difference. And Suzuki scored a good goal in the 4th goal, but we don't care.
And lastly, on fire. And lastly, I mean, what this win does is, I mean, it rewrites all the negative headlines that has been all over the media. The world media has been stranded in Atlanta. Now it's changed to these guys have done something incredible. They land in the country a few hours before a game and they secure a very good win. So that negative headlines all over the world has been rewritten, has been changed to a positive one. So that's what winning can do for you.
In the first half, in the first 15 minutes, there's no line the commentator will use that does not have this team was trying to do that. And at some point, when we started winning, maybe they were training at the airport. You know?
So gradually started to change, and
so headlines.
That's what success does. Good one.
It attracts so many people.
It wasn't just the Nigerian game that took place last night. We will just to see some of the results, but what a story. Brazil, they still need to consult the gods of the Olympics. What's going on? We're still not winning even a home side.
0-0.
Yeah.
South Africa.
Ironically, I mean,
man down.
Exactly. I mean, the last 30 minutes of the game were, they had the advantage. They just couldn't convert that. And they have a Gabriel Jesus, he did a Yakuba Igbeni there, the miss was terrible. Yes.
It was harder to miss than to score that goal.
Yeah, it was terrible. So I don't know what happened to him there. Maybe sometimes the price tag on your head, sometimes when you're going to a big club, might just be too much load on your head and you misbehave. Neymar, well, I think he was actually in the pockets of one of the defenders because he was hardly seen in the game. And when he was seen, well, he just couldn't convert his chances. And at the end of the day, it ended goalless, just like the other game in Group A, Iraq and Denmark also ended goalless. This started very, very boring. But you have the other teams there. I love what Group B did. They decided, okay, let's teach you guys how to actually score. And there were goals in Group
I was just going to say all this. I mean, 0-0-0-0. So, still on level matters for all of them. So they can all look forward to their second games. Hopefully, I expect Brazil to just get back to winning ways as soon as possible because the pressure to win gold is really immense, and they can't afford to even, dream of going out at the group stage.
Exactly, especially they were actually booed out. I mean, the final whistle, the boos were so loud.
It is understandable.
It was.
You get out of the Copa America in the group stage, and then in this group that has Iraq, Denmark, South Africa, Brazil will not get past the group stage. They will stop the funding of football in that country.
They might cut it. Why are we giving you all this money for?
What's going on? Let's move to basketball. Let's try and see what we can do. Make superstars.
Let's go support Thiago Splitter and the likes.
I don't know why.
But I think they'll get out the group.
It's just the opening game, and sometimes the jitters get to you when you're playing in the capital of the nation, Brazil. That was where the game was played. The stadium was packed to the brim, and the focus was actually on all of them. So maybe that jitters, that's what they got, and they just couldn't convert the chance. I'm trying to imagine what happens to Gabriel Jesus in that one.
I mean,
it was a terrible miss.
All the fans went to see the game between Brazil and South Africa. No one showed some love to Iraq. The spectators in that stadium, they were not more than 100 in that Iraq versus Denmark game. Iraq versus Denmark.
But also Group C, you were talking about goals. And so earlier, we saw loads of it in Group C. 2-2 between Germany and Mexico. That's Mexico defending champions against Germany. That was expected to be tight, and I'm not surprised at all. But 8-0.
Fiji will be wondering why would they have to qualify for the Olympic Games. I mean, for the first time making their debut, and they have to spell their name back to back. Fiji, and it goes to nothing.
It's okay, I'll be your flag on stand at the Olympics.
It's all that matters. Come on, it's enough. For a small country like Fiji, I mean, it's
just like Iceland or what they did.
It's not such a bad result, is it?
But you don't come and get 8-0.
It's okay.
Against South Korea, you're not playing Germany or Mexico
imagine
or
Brazil,
they play, or Argentina or even Nigeria. You're playing South Korea.
Okay.
It goes to nothing. Fiji.
Nice one.
Talk about it.
Group D as well. So matches played in Group D as well. And we have Honduras beating Algeria 3-2. That's Africa's second representatives. Not good for Algeria in that one. And Portugal,
quickly.
2-0 over Argentina. What's going on?
Argentina. Yeah, because, Messi's not
Messi,
the big players are not playing because they're tired from the Copa America. They just got the new coach. I told you when they said there was actually a coach preparing them for the tournament and all that. They couldn't even get most of their players to commit to it. They're like, okay, just assemble the team and let's go and play. Against Portugal, they're smacking from what happened in Euros 20.
Portugal dropped a lot of the players that were international to where dropped for the tournaments as well, so it's still going on.
The difference is Portugal already had a team. Argentina, I think they were actually banking on some of the players who were in the Copa America to actually join them in this one. So that's the difference.
So it's not good enough.
Portuguese Football Federation is stable. Argentina is not stable.
Right. So you're just looking for all these excuses for them to say there.
Okay. I'm saying that I wasn't surprised by the results. I wasn't surprised at all. It was expected. And if they had won, they're like, okay, just like Nigerians did, they overcome all the hurdles and they survived it and all. So it's almost the same. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised by Brazilian. I mean, Neymar.
It's not about Neymar. Okay. Portugal trying to sustain the momentum.
He did not go to Copa America because they want him to win gold. And the way you're starting goalless against 10-man South Africa.
Cecilia, let's not get too dramatic about it. I mean, underwhelming start, there's no doubt, but it's just one game. You have 2 more opportunities, to make them mark. So let's see what happens.
It was goalless, but for me, it was a win for Africa.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
So that gives me joy.
Yes.
I'm not from Brazil. I'm from South America. It's okay.
Okay, one person is actually relishing being at the Olympics 20 years after. I mean, in Nigeria, all the guys that participated in the Olympics 20 years ago, not like that. But you have a tennis player, Martina Hingis. She was 15 or 16 when she was. I know what I'm talking. It's, tennis players. You have the opportunity, to always
do
be
an
there.
Olympics for the veterans. Our guys will go. The ones that are there 20
yes, of course, they will go. I'm talking.
That's a good one for Martina.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Good to have her back.
She's going to play in the doubles events, but in the mixed doubles, she will not have the opportunity. Roger Federer, Stan Wawrinka, so it's just the ladies that will be there in the doubles. And she played against a lady who was actually watching Antimia Bashishke. She said she was actually watching Martina Hingis when she was
incredible, right?
Watch her play.
And now they get to play together.
Yeah,
Martina Hingis is good to have her back playing at the Olympics. Atlanta 96, that was the last time she played.
Wow.
And she didn't do too well in that particular one because she lost in the second round in the singles and in the quarterfinals in the doubles. Yeah, but she's back now. She's going to give it a good go. She's an absolute legend for me. I mean, I grew up really idolizing and adoring Martina Hingis.
5 singles titles, 11 doubles, and 5 mixed double crowns. Wow. I think all she needs to do now is just to add the Olympic medal to her collection and have a very, very good and wonderful career. Well, let's listen to also Timia, both of them talking about how they're going to play. The good thing is that they're seated 5th. They will not be facing the Williams sisters right now.
I feel like a junior again because I haven't been in 20 years, but obviously it was an amazing experience in Atlanta when I was only 15, well, almost turning 16, and now at 35, it's been 20 years, so a lot of the things have changed already in the half day that I was able to be here. But I think now for me it's hard to say anything since I've been only like half a day here. But it was the priority for me since I, came back to play Fed Cup 2 years ago, and that was one thing that I wanted to compete again was the Olympic Games. I'm definitely in a different position, battling it out singles and doubles like Timea. It's like I'm in my comfort zone, like in my career, like having achieved what I achieved. So now definitely is not as stressful. It's take it on the easier shoulder, but not when I'm court. That's like still the competition. Try to do the max that I can to be as prepared as I can. And but it's definitely the experience which counts in my case now. We practice already in the similar conditions, and like I said, we've never played together, but I feel very comfortable, and they were seeded 5, so they gave us a lot of confidence, so that's already nice that you don't have to play someone like the Williams sisters first round. And I think that's already a plus. That is a team where we can go into it, and although we don't know each other's game, we played against each other, but not together, that we'll try to figure out a way to communicate and find a way to resolve solutions on the court.
It's a huge honor, actually, to be part of the Olympics. I'm just really looking forward to play. And one other thing, I grew up watching Martina when I was a kid, so to be able to play with her in doubles, it's awesome, and I'm really looking forward for it. I think yesterday, while we were driving with the bus to the tennis club, tennis venue, there were 2 mosquitoes in the bus. I killed them. I was pretty calm.
Only 2.
Only 2, but then no. Sorry, it wasn't that glamorous, but well.
Oh.
And it wasn't that glamorous, but she killed them. That's the fear of Zika right there.
Yes.
When you just see the mosquitoes, you go after them.
Yeah, exactly. Don't wait. I mean, don't wait for that bite at all, because you don't know the outcome of it. So don't wait for the bite. Just kill it.
Yeah.
There was even one disturbing at the press conference. They thought it was a mosquito behind them.
You have to be proactive. I mean, she's done the right thing. And she got surprised by one other one she didn't see coming, though.
I did back. When she was talking about it when she killed in the bus, there was one behind her. It was surprise there. But it's a good one for Martina Hingis. We're happy to have her back. Her smile is always something. Look, and you're like, okay, you're feeling refreshed having her at the Olympics after 20 years.
Zika virus or not, the 2016 Rio Olympics has come and we're talking about it. We'll go on a quick break. When we come back, what are the papers saying? What are you saying? That's our discussion next. Don't go anywhere. Stay.